A little warm, but not unpleasant for them, I thought.
No, it was out there at the Capitol Mall. It was a lot of sun.
You were at the new car dealers.
Correct.
Yes.
But the winds were fairly strong, so there was a nice breeze that went through, and especially if you're downtown through the buildings, the wind picks up and it's tunneled and funneled a little bit more, so I'm sure it wasn't too bad. No, especially as the sun starts setting behind those buildings, you get the shade, and it's pretty nice.
And
Check
could
it
have
out
been
next week.
threatened by the thunderstorms that hit to the north.
Could have been, but all in all, not too bad. Just a hot afternoon. Temperatures did climb into the low to mid 90s once again. Not a record, but definitely warm. Those heat indices once again today in the upper 90s. The Capitol topped out at 94 degrees. The average 82. Again, a warm start for everybody as well. 72 in Sedalia, 73 this afternoon or this morning for the Capitol. Here's those storms. We had a few of them. Didn't really affect most of us, but they were fairly strong up around Sheridan County, up near around Salisbury, Keatsville, even just north of Moberly. Randolph County did have a thunderstorm warning that was issued briefly as well around the 6 o'clock hour. But again, rest of the evening, just a little bit more cloud cover. But I think for the most part, we're still going to stay dry. There's still a small chance that some of those storms could make a little bit far south as I-70. But I do think most of us are going to stay dry between now and tomorrow morning. Temperatures now still awfully warm, upper 70s, low 80s. This is that average high we would get to in the afternoon, and that's the temperature we're feeling right now at 10 o'clock. You factor in the humidity, it feels a little bit warmer. It feels like 86 right now at the Capitol with the southeast wind at 6 miles an hour. The south wind right now in Columbia, 78 degrees, feels like 82. There's some cooler weather to our north though. Kirksville's already in the 60s where that rain has been falling. The air has cooled and there is some relief on the way. More of the 60s from Lincoln to Iowa City, 61 and 62, and we'll see a little bit more of that in our area over the weekend. In the meantime, the storms are sort of blocking everything. We're stuck in the warm air mass. There's cooler air to our north and drier air off to the west. And where those boundaries are sitting, that's where these storms are firing. Pretty stable air in place on top of most of mid-Missouri right now, meaning there's a little bit of a cap that the storms would have to break through. That's why they're not making it this far to the east just yet. There still is a slight threat for some of that severe weather as we head between now and tomorrow morning. Now, although the threat for most of us here is diminishing, primarily winds and hail would be the threats. Tomorrow afternoon, though, a little different story. You can see how that shifts. It does include all of us, and I think our best threat for tomorrow will come tomorrow afternoon, and we could see some of those strong winds and some hail. Here's that stationary boundary. It's sitting here to our north. It's going to stay acting as a warm front through the day tomorrow. As we go to tomorrow morning, I still think most of us are going to stay dry. There's those chances of rain north of I-70. As this front slides through tomorrow afternoon, I think that's when we're going to see that chance for some of those strong storms, possibly even some more severe storms tomorrow afternoon. But as that front continues to work its way through Friday night, much cooler weather will start to make its way in by Saturday afternoon, getting rid of the 90s. In fact, for some of us, maybe barely making it to 80 degrees. Here's what I'm talking about. Down to 70 tomorrow morning, 90 for tomorrow afternoon. So one more hot day. But by the end of the weekend, temperatures climbing only to around 80 degrees. Again, it's going to be a fairly wet weekend. I do think Saturday afternoon will be on the dry side. I think we'll see a little bit of rain Saturday morning. Saturday afternoon will be dry. Saturday night, another round will move in. That will continue through Sunday, but a much cooler weekend forecast. Despite the rain, we need the rain. It's been dry with the 90s for so long, but I think it'll be enjoyable.
We're due for the break.
nice.
We are.
Thank you.